Just got my new watch, guys. Rolex Explorer 1, man. 39 mil Explorer 1. Been wanting this for years. I've been wanting it for years, and I finally did it. So there you go to all the haters out there. So there you go. What do I think? I like it, man. I like it. I actually prefer it to the Explorer. I had a black dial 3186 movement, which I had for a little while, but I sold because I was short. I actually prefer it. A bit of variety is good, man. It's like with the bitches. A bit of variety is always good, you know? Never hurts. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and today guys, I want to show you why vintage is such a pain in the ass. Let me tell you stories of woe. So anyhow guys, I do a little bit of vintage watch brokering. If you have a very rare vintage watch, I'll try and broker a deal and charge a very small commission. Anyhow, I had a fan came to me and said they had a 1680, which is a beautiful piece to have. A 1680 plastic Submariner date. Absolutely gorgeous piece to behold. And they came to me and said, Archie, can you help me sell it? And I said, hey, I'll gladly do that. I do love my vintage Submariners. I look at it. It looked fine to me. I had a special dial expert in overseas who I flick him $50 and he says to me yes or no on the dial, because on vintage sports Rolex the most important thing is the dial. That is the biggest thing that can affect the value. If the dial's not right, you are really how would you put this? You were really quite fucked. The dial is the most important feature on a vintage sports Rolex. Anyhow, long story short, long story long, this particular watch itself there, we took it to a watch expert in Sydney, one of my confidential contacts. Yes, fuckers, I don't give my contacts out willy-nilly. If you flick me $50, I'll give you information and I'll lead you on the right path. I don't do shit for free. Anyhow, we went to see my contact in Sydney, and we just wanted to make sure, get him to open, he's a watchmaker, open the case, check the movement, check the dial, just check a few things about this watch, and you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe this in a month of Sundays. You wouldn't believe this story. I could not fucking make this shit up. But guess what? It had the wrong back on the watch. That's right, guys. It had a Rolex Submariner 5513 back on a 1680. Fuck. And it's a really a very difficult situation. What do you do? Well, in this case here, Archie came to the rescue. The watchmaker, my vintage watch expert, you wouldn't believe this. Now, this is the part that is absolutely, you could not make this shit up. He had the correct back in stock. He had the correct 1680 back in stock. It had an engraving on it, which detracts a little bit, but hey, it's the correct 1680 back, and he was prepared to do a swap for the two backs. Basically, I'd give him a 5513 back with no engraving. He'd give me a 1680 back with an engraving, and for the pleasure of the change, I would also give him some money. And this is where the whole deal could have exploded if either party in this transaction wanted to be a complete cunt and say, well, I want to profiteer out of it. The whole fucking deal would have collapsed. The whole fucking deal would have just gone completely fucking pear-shaped. And this is where you've got to be so fucking careful and say, right, guys, let's not be cunts about this. Let's be realistic, okay? Let's be realistic. We've both got a problem here. We need to get a 5513 back. Instead of trying to screw any party out of money on this situation, let's just be calm and let's settle this. And he was quite the watchmaker. He's a contact of mine. He was actually. You got to be so. This deal had so many legs. It's not funny. So you've got the seller who gave me the watch, entrusted the watch to me. You've got a buyer. You've got me as the broker, and you've got a watchmaker. So you've got 4 people involved. If any one of these people wanted to profiteer, the whole deal is fucked. And it's very tricky. What do you say? What do you do? What do you do? And I've got to tell you the truth there. You really need each other's cooperation. And thankfully, I was able to broker this deal where for a nominal amount of money, we were able to settle the score. Basically, the watchmaker got the 5513 back. He gave us the 1680 back. A small amount of money changed hands, and the deal was done. This is the problem with vintage. See, the problem with vintage is 40 years ago, people weren't so anal about making sure the right back went with the watch. Mistakes happened. Obviously, a 40-year-old watch has been serviced, say, 10 times. Well, a younger watch may have had half the services, half the chances of something fucking up. And then, even then, in the old days, if someone had a back that, say, had an engraving on it and you didn't want that, you'd just say, hey, well, let's put another Submariner back on. People didn't care whether it was a 5513 back or a 1680 back. They put on whatever would fit. And this is what's happened with so much vintage. It's such a pain in the ass. It's so difficult. It's so easy to fuck up. So I hope you can see by this story here, all ends well. Archie's contacts save the day, but you can see how these things can be quite difficult. And then you've got sellers who are really dishonest cunts who deliberately take bits out and try and substitute bits. There's a lot of horror stories about vintage. I won't go into that at the moment, but you've got to be so careful when you're dealing in vintage. I'm ArchieLuxury. Tell me what you fuckers think of that. Thanks, guys. Archie signing out. Signing out, guys. That's it. That's the end of the show. That's how it goes, guys. Hi guys, Archie Luxury Unemployed Vlogs. And I gotta tell you guys, these paid reviews, I'm gonna be punching them out, punching them out, punching them out, man. Punching them out. So I just want to let everyone know that I'm going to be working my guts. I was hoping to do 10 a day, but I gotta be honest with you, to get my mojo right, to get them done, 5 a day. I'm going to do 5 paid reviews a day. I do a lot of work on this channel, and I got to be honest with you, it's very, very tough at the moment. The YouTube, the dollar is, from the Latin, fuctus fucti. It's really fucked. So, man, please support me on the Archie Luxury channel, Paul Pluta channel, and Archie Luxury Corporate, not to mention Archie Luxury live streaming for your live streaming solutions. So guys, I love you all. If you haven't done a paid review, consider. It's $50 US. I'll talk about your collection. I'll give you some advice, what to call, what to add. I'll give you my honest opinion, what I think of your collection. Could be good, guys. Could be very, very good. So you know, collect a review comes in, I print out a sheet, I research it, I think about it. It takes a lot of time to do these reviews properly. I don't want to rush them, churn and burn. No, it's not my style. If you'd like a paid review, you know what to do. Send me PayPal $50. 50 fuckaroonies! $50 US to ArchieLuxury72@gmail.com. Come on, fuckers. Work with me, not against me. Work with me, fuckaroonies, not against me. Thank you, fuckaroonies.